You're just sitting here watching something?
Okay.
Just about. I think a lot of people don't realize that probably 40 to 50% of the people with Parkinson's disease develop some type of psychosis, some type of dementia.
The upper waves.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
You want me to get your food? Are you hungry? Dad was diagnosed between about 50 and 52 years of age. Let's scoot you back around here, okay? He got to the point where he couldn't drive a car and he had to retire. He had to sell his equipment and stop working, which was devastating for him. At some point, Dr. Pawa, shortly after that, suggested he do deep brain stimulation surgery. The surgery was great in that afterwards he could walk again, he could drive, physically he was able to move again. Looks like you have some lunch, Dad. And he did pretty well with that for several years. This was probably in his mid-60s, I think, when he had the deep brain stimulation surgery. Grab your fork. There you go. As time went on, movement became more of an issue. He would freeze more, didn't want to use a wheelchair, too proud. And he got to the point where we started noticing hallucinations. He'd be sitting in a chair and he'd say, "Oh, look at that puppy on the floor jumping in and out of the box." And we would look and say, "Dad, there's nothing there." And then Dad got to the point where he would become really paranoid. And he would think that the CIA was in the house, or drug dealers were in the house, or some bad men that were going to do him some harm. And then he actually said to me, "Are you in collusion with the bad guys? Are you talking to them about hurting me?" And I said, "Dad, no, I would never do that. I love you. I want you to be safe."
Well, what they call it, new medicine.
That Nuplazid?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dr. Pawa suggested we try a new medication called Nuplazid. She's going to give you your medicine.
Here's your water.
And it was miraculous. Dad could name all 5 of his children, all 5 of their spouses.
Did you get it?
I got
Let me see.
All
right.
Thank you, Michael. All of his grandchildren and who they belong to, and his great-grandsons who are twins that he adores. This drug was made specifically for Parkinson's patients with psychosis. Picking your feet up?
Yeah, I'll pick my feet up.
There you go. I said to Dr. Powell when we went back, I said, "You have given our dad back to us. I'm shocked. I didn't think this was possible. I was terrified that we were at the end." And I just started crying. Dad started crying. We both just were. And I said, "Dad, do you realize that you're much better?" And he said, "I am."